Good evening. I'm Brooks Compton, Mayor of the City of Centerville. And the Centerville City Council just concluded its August 21, 2017 meeting, which was our 10th meeting for the year. We called the meeting to order, and we had an invitation from Councilor Jones from the Church of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And then we had an opportunity to introduce, for his first official day on the job with the City of Centerville City Manager, Wayne Davis. And Wayne is here for the summary this evening. And Wayne, I want to thank you for taking the position as City Manager for the City of Centerville. We're honored that you accepted the offer, and we are very, very pleased that you're part of the City of Centerville. So I'm going to introduce you, Wayne, and if you tell the public who watches our summary a little bit about yourself, a little bit of your background, I know they'd be very interested. And congratulations, and glad you're here.
Thank you, Mayor
Wayne.
Compton. I'm very honored and very humbled to be here at the City of Centerville. I have 26 years of experience in public sector work in the state of Ohio, most recently with the City of Montgomery down outside of the City of Cincinnati. 17 years total there as the Finance Director, Assistant City Manager, and most recently as the City Manager. I've been a resident with my wife for 20 years of the Centerville region, and I love the community, and this having the opportunity to work for my community and be a part of the local democratic process means the world to me, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do so. So hopefully I'll be able to bring a focus on value to the residents, to the citizens, to the businesses of the City of Centerville, and continue to support the vision that the City Council lays out for the community. We have nothing but solid professionals on City Council in Centerville, but also amongst the staff at the City of Centerville. So I'm just fortunate to be able to be a part of that and to work in the community that I live in, and actually play and practice our faith in the City of Centerville. So very fortunate to be here. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate City Council taking the opportunity and extending the offer for me to run the city. So I appreciate it very much.
Well, Wayne, I wanted to just tell the public that we did a nationwide search for Centerville City Manager, and we had applicants from all over the country and interviewed from all over the country. And it's ironic that you're right down the street from us, but we feel very confident. Without a doubt, we picked a person who fits the need that Centerville had and was absolutely the right fit for Centerville. With your experience and your love of the community, we're extremely pleased that you're here, and we know there are many good things ahead for the City of Centerville and our area because of your involvement here, and you're taking the position as City Manager. So it's really a great day for Centerville, and you followed good leadership with Greg Horn, who's been our City Manager for a long time, and we know that really great things are coming for the City of Centerville. So Wayne, congratulations on the position, and again, we are honored that you took the position. So thanks very much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Glad you're here, and if you want to talk to Wayne, please feel free to call the city building or call in and set up an appointment. I know he'd be glad to meet with you and talk to you about what's going on in the city and what plans that Wayne and the council have for the city. So thanks, Wayne, for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor Compton.
Now, Wayne, I always do the summary to complete the meeting in about 5 to 7 minutes. So you can either sneak out if you want to, or you can stay here for the summary while I go over it.
I would stay and join you for that.
Okay.
Thank you for the offer.
Okay. Just as to summarize the meeting, we had our Deputy Mayor, Belinda Kenley, was absent this evening. She was under the weather, so she was excused. And then we were fortunate tonight to recognize Mr. Donald Barrett, who's a World War II veteran. He lives at Bethany Lutheran Village, and we had an opportunity to recognize his service to the country. And as Wayne knows, he was a very interesting individual and very moving individual with a great deal of love of his country, and expressed that very well to those that were here tonight for our council meeting and those who have an opportunity to watch it at the full meeting. A good part of his family was here, and we were honored that Mr. Barrett was here to talk a little bit about his World War II service and some of the campaigns that he was involved with during World War II. Was very interesting. He also is he is on the show Let's Talk Centerville, which Maureen Russell Hodson also hosts for the city, and a very good presentation. So if you get a chance to see that, it's well worth doing so. Then the city was fortunate that the auditor of the state of Ohio, Mr. Yost, recognized Jonathan Hudson, the finance director, with the state auditor's award of distinction. And Mr. Braden from the auditor's office came here tonight and recognized Jonathan Hudson for the work he's done on behalf of the city of Centerville and the most recent audit, which I believe was an outstanding audit, if I'm correct. And so he was very pleased, and we're very pleased with the work that Jonathan Hudson has done on behalf of the city. Then Jack Loback, who is a Centerville resident and also president of the Centerville Washington Foundation, came and gave us a bit of background for what the foundation has been working on over the course of the last year, and also a preview of the Centerville Washington Foundation Founders Day event, which is September 28th. And they're going to award the Founders Award to Sally Beals, a former mayor of the city of Centerville, for all the work that she has done over the years on behalf of the city of Centerville. Then we had the awards tonight, the award for the Centerville Community Pride August Award winner, and Susan Jesse, who's the chair of the Centerville City Beautiful Commission for Centerville. That award was given to Dr. Kathy Platoni for her property on South Main Street here in Centerville. She does a terrific job with her property, and if you have a chance to see it, drive by it. She'll have the award out there in front, but it's really a beautiful property. Then we had official reports, and we had a long meeting this evening, so we didn't have a lot of detailed reports, but a thank to Kristen Gottman, who took care of the summer concert series. There's only one event left, and that's the Guitar Fest in September, but recognizing what a great job that she did. And I know that, Wayne, you've been around here and been over to Stubbs Park to see some of those events over the years, and Kristen has organized those and really done an excellent job this summer, as she has done in previous summers, but the attendance was up this summer and really had a great production. So Kristen, you did a great job. Then under the city manager's report, Mr. Davis asked our police chief, Chief Robertson, to make a short presentation about the event which occurred. We had a rally, or a number of individuals came to the city building last Saturday with respect to what happened in Charlottesville the week before. And Chief Robertson, along with Jennifer Wilder and other members of staff, organized to make sure that those individuals who were exercising their lawful right were protected, and the police did an outstanding job on that. Then we had a couple items that came up for public hearings as a result of items coming out of the Planning Commission. The first item was a preliminary development plan for the Lofts development, and this is the multifamily development along Alex Bell Road, and this is a group out of Columbus Hallmark Communities, and Ryan Pearson from the EDGE Group made a presentation, and this will be adding a multifamily residential development to the city of Centerville, and it was approved this evening by the council, and that will go forward to a final development plan. Then we also had in front of the council a final development plan for Savannah Place, which is out at Yankee Trace, and that is a development by the Charles Sims development, where they're going to be 44 homes, will be 22 two-family homes, and that will be in the open space that's there just to the east of Yankee Road in the Yankee Trace development. That Savannah Place will become part of the Yankee Trace development and will have the benefits as part of the homeowners association. That item was approved unanimously by council, and Mr. Sims has been in front of us a number of times for approvals and developments in Yankee Trace. We're very pleased that he decided to develop again in Yankee Trace, and we look forward to an outstanding project. Then we had several matters under the consent agenda. Although those matters were approved, a couple matters were removed off of the consent agenda because Mr. Sayre had to recuse himself. One was with respect to Graceworks, Lutheran Services, a vacation of some easements. Those were removed and ultimately approved. Mr. Sayre also had to remove himself with respect to a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement or settlement with Cornerstone Developers. So he recused himself from that, but that item was also approved. Then a resolution authorizing the amendment to modify the retired city manager's contract to clarify the sick leave provision was passed, along with the resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a Yankee Trace name and logo use agreement with the Woodland Greens at Yankee Trace. Jim Collins was appointed as the chair of the Arts Commission, and also Mary Pisa was selected as the chair of the Sister City Committee, as part of the Sister City Committee. We had a number of hearings under old business. We amended our fire insurance trust to increase the amount that a deposit has to be made for if a property may have to be subject to demolition, increase that from $1,000 to $1,500 for each $20,000 of value. We then approved an ordinance to amend the appropriations for the city acts which the finance director acts and is able to spend money. That was approved in settlement of the Cornerstone development. And we also had an ordinance which amended the pay ordinances for the city of Centerville, and that was to authorize the payment for Mr. Davis in his role as city manager. And finally, our last item under the old business was approval of a new community authority with respect to the Randall residence, which is the development along cornered by Social Row, Paragon Road, and Sheehan Road. And this has been approved by a port authority, and they will be providing the financing. And the vehicle by which they had to do that was through a new community authority, and that was approved unanimously by council. We did have a long meeting tonight, so no citizens presented any comments or petitions. And the last item was an emergency ordinance under new business, which was authorizing approving by emergency basis the ability to pay Mr. Davis in his role as city manager in his new position here for the city of Centerville. After that, the meeting was adjourned at approximately 11:05, and we did have a long meeting tonight, but we got a lot of accomplished, and we also welcomed our new city manager, Mr. Davis. So, Wayne, we're glad you're aboard and look forward to many, many good meetings with you in the years to come.
I'm glad to be aboard, Mayor, and very much appreciate the opportunity for it.
Thank you very much. And if you have any questions regarding our meeting or anything at the city building, please feel free to call the city building at 433-7151. If you have any question for Mr. Davis, just ask for him, or any council member can reach any of the council members at the same number, and a message will be delivered to us, or you can go to the website and contact any of the council members or staff members on the City of Centerville website. Thanks for watching the summary, and we'll have the summary again for our September 18, 2017 meeting. Thank you.